Hey, this is Gimme D's on Cars.
Hey everybody, this is Dan from BMW M5 Cars. I'm here with my bro Will.
What's up, guys?
Now we are on the inside of the M5 now, and we keep mentioning things about the graphics are so clear. I mean, I'll show you the gauges here, but everything is so crisp and so clear. I mean, look how big this screen is. I don't know how big it is. I think it's like 10 inches or something.
Yeah, it's got to be close to that, but 12 inches.
A couple of the big new advancements on the inside of this car is these M buttons right here, and you can program them to whatever you would like at the touch of the button, as far as the shifts and the suspension and the steering. So M1 is confirmed. Let's see. To the shifts are in efficient, the suspension is in comfort, and the steering is in comfort. Now, these three buttons right here will control all those individually, but you can program them into these buttons right here. So
presets. Right
now, this car has been programmed to have M2 as comfort, efficient. So that would be if you're driving on the highway, or basically not in attack mode. You could put M1 as the most aggressive. You can individualize it how you would want the car. So that's a level of personalization that is nice, and I like how they're in red. It definitely sticks out. This is an M car. This is performance to go along with everything else, so that's kind of a cool touch. And I guess the start button is now red as well. Alright, so let's talk about this right here. Now I know this is the new design of the gear lever. It's kind of like a cut two stages. I know these are lights that'll light up at night, and I think these red lights right here are the same. Down here you've got the cameras. These buttons aren't working because I don't know why. Maybe you have to have the car on or something, but you've got your cameras right here. And I just watched the video that Doug DeMuro did of the BMW M760, and the cameras were basically the most advanced cameras he has ever seen on any car. It was just ridiculous. There was the ones in the mirror that we saw earlier. You can it'll shoot down onto the curb to make sure you don't hit the curb. There's a camera up here, but I should embed a little video of that. But it was unbelievably impressive, like the level of the cameras that were in this car, and I would assume that this car would be similar.
So if you're worried that your door is going to hit something, the camera system will show you. That 360-degree angle on the outside of the camera also shows green, yellow, red on how close you are to something. But despite all of that, my personal favorite camera item is still yet to come, and that would be car wash mode. You can select a mode inside the infotainment system to show you basically where your front wheels are in case you want to take your $180,000 M760 into one of those automatic car washes, so you can line it up perfectly with the track, and then you can get in the car wash. This is the craziest camera system I've ever seen in any car.
Because that was essentially an M car. This is an M car, so I have no reason to doubt that they would not be similar. So that is that. You've got exhaust button right here, all the controls for the steering and everything. Like I said, this is still BMW's iDrive, but I think now you're able to twist this as well. Before, I think it was just you could go up and down and left and right, but now you can. I'm scrolling the knob and it's going in and out. Will said these graphics on the screen are crisp. Just beautiful. I know when my buddy Joe and I drove the Audi A4, they had the virtual cockpit, which was equally as impressive, and I think these graphics of the screen are just as good. One thing I noticed that now, I think this is a first for, I don't know if it's first for M car or M5, but now the numbers on the readout match the same font that the 5 is, or like the 3 of the M car, which is a nice touch. Another thing BMW does is they have this little silver ring going about 60% around the circle, and then everything else is just a digital display. But it looks very nice. You see the needles are red because this thing means business. We've got a Bowers & Wilkins sound system, which is awesome. I know they have a speaker that looks like that in the back. But yeah, this car's performance and class and styling, and it's a home run. I keep mentioning about the article of Car and Driver, but this car was #1. It beat the Mercedes E63, Porsche Panamera Turbo, and a Cadillac CTS-V. And they basically said that this car in the previous generations was good but not great, but now this car is more like an all-arounder. And I thought honestly that the E63 would be the best out of the group, because that car is essentially a German muscle car. I mean, the sound is ridiculous, performance is equal to this car, the interior is honestly, I might prefer the interior of an E63 over this, but this is very nice, not taking anything away from this. But I thought the E63 was going to be the winner, but nope, we're sitting in the winner. $120,000. Sure, it's a lot of money, but it's less than the $175,000 of the Porsche Panamera. I mean, we know Porsche options and prices are astronomical. But yeah, this is one of the nicest cars to ever come out of BMW, I'd say.
If you love the spirit of driving, if you love the comfort with the spirit of driving and the power, that sort of thing, I mean, I don't know how you could beat this.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's
clean.
I was telling Will, the first 400 examples of this car finished in a car. It was like frozen red metallic or something.
Like frozen dark red metallic.
I mean, I've never seen a color like it. It's beautiful. It's a matte finish. All BMW frozen paint colors are like a matte finish. Like I know the M3 used to have that frozen gray. But man, like we said, imagine pulling up to a car show in a new M5 in that red color.
Yeah, only the first 400. Yeah, limited edition.
That'd be
the grill, the rings up front, where it's usually like a chrome or black, that high gloss black.
Yeah.
Black rims. Oh my goodness.
Stunning. So yeah, that was the first 500. Now, Ann said, our friend Ann, which thank you for letting us take a look at this car. She said that this dealer has it's one of the best in the country, and that they get sort of examples like this car. Now they have the i8 that's over there. They can only sell them if they have a certain i8, platform or like thing that shows you all the information. But this is quite a impressive dealer. I mean, M2, M5, i8. What more do you need?
They had that M4 GTS.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they got the 2018 Center of Excellence Award, something like that, which allows them to have get like additional perks like these these cars, these high-end cars. Right,
like this caliber of car.
Yeah.
All right, I'd say we go sit in the back, see what the back seat is like.
Yep.
So we'll see you in a minute. So both the front door and the back seat have this nice little sill plate with the M5 badge on it. That's a nice touch. All right. Now, I had the seat where I was sitting, which I don't really know if it was really where I would have it, but I got room. I mean, that's pretty good. Beautiful, nice black leather back here. Look, Will, you can put Ryan back here. There's tethers for back seats.
There you go, there's a latch system. But you know what? This gives you a great view right back here when you look at like the passenger seat and everything of these like shoulder bolsters.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, a great profile of those.
Man, those are kind of funky looking seats.
Yeah, they're a little weird.
Like this back comes up so far. Like we're used to seeing like a headrest that comes down to here. But yeah, they seem very comfortable.
I like it. Makes it seem like it's solid.
Yeah.
And it almost gives you sort of that like that race seat sort of feel to it. Those seats are pretty sturdy looking.
I don't know if I mentioned, we got Alcantara on the headliner, the whole thing. I guess there's no sunroof because you got the carbon fiber roof, which is fine.
Sunshades. Usually you see a sunshade here, but then you also have a sunshade on the side here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
A little something extra.
Like I said, you got the Bowers and Wilkins tweeters, speakers. Very nice.
So yeah. Detail, accents. I love the covers on those speakers there.
So this gets my approval. I mean,
thumbs up.
Let's be honest. The back seat of a 3 Series, I wouldn't call it spacious, but this is the bigger car. Works for me. All right, I'm gonna stop this video. We're gonna go take a listen of the exhaust, and I can't wait to hear it. So